Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Shine and I hope you all are doing so amazing in the world. I hope everything is treating you well and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a modern exterior with the inside being a little bit on the girlier side. For this home I had an envision of doing like a content creator home, like it was a female or whoever. Actually I just assumed that was a full-time content creator, and the inside is very warm, neutral, and tan. And I really loved how this home came out. At the beginning I wasn't sure of kind of how I wanted it to lay out as far as like the color scheme. I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be on the darker side, but eventually I figured it out and it came out to be a lighter, vibrant, modern home. And I really hope that you like it. It does have 2 bedrooms that you could have in this home if you ended up deciding to download this from my gallery, but the second bedroom I decided on making it into an office, a studio for this content creator that I built this home for. And yeah, I thought it was really cute. And lastly, the build will be on my gallery. If you did want to download it, it will be under ShineBuilds. And again, I appreciate anyone who downloads my builds because, you know, it's means a lot to me. But so with the outside, I wanted to make sure that there was a lot of windows, lighting in this home. I really love the lighting in this home when it comes to like the evening, afternoon, when the sun is setting. I ended up taking all my photos at the end during this time because the sun was like piercing, or not piercing, or like coming through the tree, and it was just so pretty. And then when we get to the backyard at the very end, the sunset was just absolutely gorgeous. But here you can see that I was debating on like dark wood, but then I ended up going with a lighter wood because I really like that door and how the white trim and that really light tan wood looked so good on the outside. So I decided to move on to the inside. With the flooring, I went with a darker color because I originally had the mind of doing a darker color, but I eventually switched it to a lighter color to match everything. I knew with this home I wanted it to be very light and airy, so I used these countertops from Dream Home Decorator. That is like my favorite pack. If you've seen my previous videos, that is like my favorite pack in The Sims 4, and I really hope we get more content like that has a lot of furniture that are very versatile in most of the builds, or I should say most of my builds. But yeah, so I wanted to make sure that this kitchen was very open, flowy, white, very cool, just something that was very homey to come to. So I knew with this space I didn't have a lot of room to put a dining room table, so I ended up putting it in the kitchen. I really thought that was a cute and fun idea to have it like really incorporated in the kitchen. Again, I stuck with the little tan neutral theme with this home. Eventually I added some pops of color. I think the theme of this home was like white, tan, and then like baby blues, and I think it worked out pretty well. But and then over here, just of course the casual, you know, the things that you need to accessorize your countertops with. Of course, whoever loves the sweets, you have to have the cookie jar out, cutting boards, or I should say the faux cutting boards. I don't know if they're there for design or if they're actually functional if someone ends up using it. You know how people do that. If you guys actually have those cutting boards at home that like sit up against your wall, do you guys actually use those cutting boards, or do you have cutting boards that you use that are like tucked away? Those are only for design. Let me know in the comments. I never really understood that trend. I personally don't have them in my home, but it's because I use all my cutting boards, so they're like tucked away. But I thought it was cute in this build, and then while I was building it, I totally forgot to do a sink in the build, so I was trying to figure out the layout of how I wanted to do everything. So I eventually put a window by the sink. I felt like that brought a lot of lighting in, which I felt like this room needed, but then I figured out that there was like too much lighting in here, and you'll see towards the end I was trying to figure out what it was, but I eventually figured it out. And then I definitely wanted to do a door over here because we have this like nice beautiful patio that like extends around the house, and I wanted to do like a little door that leads out to the outside. And then also, if you wanted in the morning to drink your coffee, you wanted to come out to the little patio, I put some furniture out there so your Sims can go sit out there for their morning coffee, do whatever they needed to do. So yeah, so nextly we will be moving on to the living room. And again, you already know these are the Dream Home Decorator couches that I absolutely adore, love. And I totally thought these would go perfect with this build because they're very creamy, light, exactly what I needed for this build and the idea that I was going with. And then of course, I was obsessed with this rug. I don't think I've ever used this rug before and I didn't know it came in this color, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then these like marble console tables, I've always seen them in the gallery while I was like scrolling, but I never really used them in my builds. And I thought this would be like a perfect way to build it in because it kind of brings like that extra elegant look that we want with this build. And it has that like light, like tan creaminess to it. So I ended up combining them two together. It kind of has like a weird glitch in the middle with it, but on its own it was too short, and then if I did them side by side it was too long, so I kind of just merged them together. Hope it doesn't bother anybody, but I think it looks really cute. But in the living room I kind of struggled a little bit. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate this room, but I knew I was gonna put some books. I love this little statue, that little woman statue. So cute, so cute. And then again with the baby blues, I brought in the baby blues coming from the backsplash in the kitchen. I carried it over into those little accent chairs in the living room. Thought it was cute. And then this plant by the console table, I love that plant, and I'm pretty sure it was in that pack of plants that we got, that like $5 pack plant. By the way, totally recommend it because I absolutely love plants. Like love plants. Like if there's a blank space in my space in The Sims, you add a plant. You add a plant. And then next up, we will be moving on to the second bedroom that I converted into an office for The Sims. Again, I had the envision that The Sims was a full-time content creator, whatever content creator they were. I had like a little backdrop to where their desk was sitting and the camera was facing towards that angle. I really love that like faux fake wall of plants. Honestly, I wish I could have that in my like IRL life. Like that is absolutely stunning. But I thought it would be cute as a backdrop for The Sims if they were actually using that as a backdrop. So I had like a little sitting area that they could sit and talk to their community. And then I figured that this Sim was like huge into fashion, so I added like a little rack of clothes that they can go over, that if there was like a new trend going on, that these are all the clothes that they should be hip with or that are trending. I feel like I'm old by saying hip, but anyways. So then in the corner over here I just finalized putting up paintings that they were meaning to hang up. I really like the unfinished look of those paintings when they're just like resting against the wall. I don't know why, but I really like those paintings. So, and then again, back to the plants. If there's an empty space, put a plant in it. When in doubt, put a plant in it. I don't know. You get the drift. And because this build was so short, I decided to put in the bathroom footage. Let me know in the comments if you guys prefer having bathroom content in the builds or if you guys just prefer to skip over it. Kind of cuts the video a little bit down by like, I don't know, like 2 minutes. Maybe a minute. But anyways, we're just going to be moving on to the bathroom. This one, for some reason, when I have a lot of space in a bedroom, or not a bedroom, in a bathroom, I struggle a little as far as like how I place things. So it took me a while to figure out the layout in here. I love that freestanding shower that we get from the university. I really wish we had more like content with the free shower, like as it is, like maybe like a more modern design instead of it kind of looking like old school, if you know what I mean, like a little outdated, because I kind of love putting up half walls or walls with windows. I feel like that makes it just look so much more custom or elegant, or just not like you just put a shower in the corner, if you know what I mean. But and then of course the freestanding tub. With this much room in The Sims, you have to have a freestanding tub just in case they have a kid, a dog, they're able to bathe them in this bath. And then I had a little empty corner over here, so I just decided to fill it in. And yeah, that's kind of it about the bathroom. Made it very simple: walk-in shower, bath. Who doesn't love taking baths? I really wish I had a bath. And yeah, so then we will be moving over to the bedroom here in a second. There we go. And with this one, again, I was continuing the theme of the light airiness of the home. again, I use these Desert Luxe, there we go. I don't know why that was a tongue twister, but I ended up using these side tables. I combined them together to make it look a little bit more bigger and elegant. I love the wood stain on those, and I love the cutout, and I just love how you can make it look into like an elegant nightstand. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of some of the nightstands in The Sims. I feel like they're very clunky, or they just don't fit well with this, like the side of the beds. So I always try to figure out like other pieces I can put together to make it work. But moving on, and this rug. I've never seen this rug color before. I wasn't sure if it would fit because it was so bright and, you know, like colorful, but I ended up putting it in there. I felt like it really tied in with those baby blues and yellows that were in the kitchen area. And finally, just finishing up putting some stuff in the bedroom, cluttering it up a little. And lastly, we're just going to be moving on to the backyard. I knew I wanted this to be a cute little hangout backyard, especially when the sun sets back here. It is absolutely stunning. So I did just a very chill, relaxed backyard with a little pool, swim up pool. I really love the little square on top of square with the platforms. I think that just looks really cool. So, and coming out from the master bedroom, like that's fantastic. Like you get up in the morning and just sit outside, read a book, drink your coffee right by your pool. Like that would be fantastic in the morning. I'm just saying. And of course you always have to have a pool because where I live there's not pools around, so I always like to include my builds with pools. But anyways, so I just added some fun stuff. I eventually added some seating, a grill if they wanted to grill. Kept it very simple, basic, did a lot of landscaping, but honestly, that's about it for this build. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for all your support, for coming back to my channel, for subscribing and liking this video. Again, it means the world to me and it helps me out so much if you subscribe to my channel. That will notify you if I come out with any new videos, as well as if you like this video. It will also help me so much. And again, leave your comments down below of anything that you liked about this build, if you plan on downloading it, what you would do differently. But yeah, I love your feedbacks, and any ideas of what to build next would be greatly appreciated. But I will be rolling the clips here soon, so you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.